Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Morning Matrix. I am your hostess, Michele Laine. I'm master numerologist, transformational coach, embodiment coach. Uh, Here to open up perspective, here to have a conversation about the influences of the day, the energetic connections, the patterns, the contracts that welcome us into higher perspective, that welcome us into expanded awareness. And every day we have a different topic based off of the theme of the day, the energy of the day. So if you're joining me, please say hello. If you're watching from the replay, thank you for being here. Always feel free to say hello in the comments. Today we dive into this beautiful energy of the two in our day. And the two often invites us to decide, to connect, to see where life is mirroring for us feedback in moving forward. Are we going in the direction that we want to be going? Or is there something that might need to be adjusted, a decision that has been pending that with that decision can open us up into the amplification of what's next, how we're going to think about things when we're deciding, where's our thought process, how we feeling about that. All of these things come into play. What I love about the contract energy is we moved from clubs where we're very much in our mind into spades. We are the 10 of spades today. So I think of the 10 as the completion of a cycle into what's birthing that's new. New from the perspective of where you've come. What have you been through? What did you learn in it? Where's the higher perspective that's available for us in that? And the spades really inviting us into the bigger picture, the bigger purpose. So the conversation for me became, are you feeling the fulfillment and the satisfaction in areas of your life, in your professional and your personal life? Are you feeling into those areas that may have already been showing you a shift because the cycle completed? So whether that's with relationships or in our business or directions we're heading or plans that we've made, are we open to the unknown? Are we open to the divine timing of things unfolding in the seen and the unseen world? So what does that mean exactly? How does that show up? Well, it can show up with an idea that now has been coming to form, right? How you've been thinking about something, how you've been focusing your intention and attention is beginning to create ripples and waves out from the body in our electromagnetic field that are attracting more of what we're wanting to create, or maybe falling into the entropy of what's no longer in our focus. So I think of, business always taking a pivot, showing a shift. Are you holding on to whatever it is that you thought was supposed to be, or are you making space for what you don't know yet? And in this moment, can we check in? What is life mirroring for me? What is it mirroring to me? What are the things that I'm seeing that I don't like? What are the things that I'm seeing that I want more of? And that 10 of spades is coming in and saying, from this higher perspective, if you were to be that bird on a perch, looking down and looking at all the space around you, not just forward, what else could you see? What could you make space for that you don't yet know? And so we talk about fulfillment and we talk about going through our everyday life and habits and patterns, almost like a cycle of their own, right? We get up, we do the same things every day. We brush our teeth at the same time. We brush our teeth the same way. We turn on the news. We go through our day. We're not being intentional. There's no problem there until we decide that we want something different or to experience something different. It's going to require us to pay attention to those areas of our life that we've been on autopilot, and to realize that we don't have to be at the whim of the autopilot. So I feel like this energy today is really inviting you to take a look in that quest for fulfillment. Are you willing to look within? Are you willing to go within and just observe from that higher perspective and think, are these actions and decisions and feelings from the thoughts that I'm having providing me the energetic flow of where I want to go? Or are they feeling like I'm like butting heads a little bit? And if I'm feeling like I'm butting heads, am I willing to look at me, not the world around me, not the situation, not the circumstance, not the people, not what conversations have been had, but how I'm internalizing those? And do I feel fulfilled in that? Or am I ready to take it up a notch? Am I ready to decide on that next direction? Am I willing to follow the energy and trust my intuition? Am I ready and willing to make the change to show me a new path, to show me and follow the energy on it, perhaps a path I had top of mind, but I don't need to control the outcome of. So am I willing to let go of the outcome, let the universe meet me in that energetic feeling state of what I'm wanting to create? And can I let go of how I think it's supposed to look? Because every time we think it's supposed to look a certain way and we're willing to step back, the universe comes in and says, what about this? What about this opportunity? Hey, here's a little nugget. Are you willing to follow this? And if we are, we often find that it turns out better than anything the mind could have constructed, right? But we welcome the mind in because we want the knowledge, the information, the strategy, the analytics. We just don't need to live by them as the only way. So the merging today of mind and heart, the merging today of the energy that comes from the expression of the heart. The mind pulls in thought forms, connects to consciousness around us. The heart creates a vibrational state where it's like this bigger lighthouse out in the dark ocean for the universe to say, oh, I want to go there. And it'll match vibration. What was just going through my head was match pitch, like on Pitch Perfect, right? We want to match the note, the pitch. The universe wants to match our pitch. So the more that we can feel in and become the energetic vibration of what we're wanting to create, come to take the responsibility, tune into where we can make that shift within, we're able to raise emotionally, raise energetically the frequency in our body. And then matter starts to be rearranged to show us more of this or less of this. We don't need to hold on to the things that are moving and shifting, the people who are moving in and out of our lives. We can love them and move forward knowing that they've played a beautiful, significant role, or the event has played a significant role in where we had decided up until this point that we were going. And now the opportunity is to open up to what else would you like to experience now? We don't have to hold on to every decision like it's a contract written. We can change our mind. With new information comes new decisions. So that's the energy of today. And when we think of it as fulfillment, where do you feel the success in your life? Where can you actually shift your thinking state to look at the good that's come from all the things that have happened along the way, even in the harder times, even in the chaos? Now, you may or may not, depending on where you are in that experience, be able to just take a look at what might be for you in that. But we all can be curious. We can all be curious to the whispers that are within saying, maybe go this way. And I feel like that energy is what's here today to help support you in any decisions that you have upcoming and any ideas that might be coming to mind to maybe veer or shift or just pivot for a minute, to see where that higher perspective may take you, to see what the bigger picture may be, right? And to really land into that pull by your purpose. Follow your business energy. Put energy into your business to treat it as a business. Put energy into your life to be intentional in the places where you feel at the whim of things. Your health, your body, the love of it, your family, your environment. What needs cleaned up? What needs moved in and let go of? What energy has entropied? We've been playing in this 10, this 9, this 10 contract days, really inviting us to clean up the dead zones, the energetic dead zones that are perhaps we're subconsciously holding on to that we don't need to. And when we free up that space, we open it to fill with something else that we want instead. So it's really inviting us into looking at those thinking and feeling patterns internally, and even challenging us to catch the thought and realize we don't have to attach a meaning to the thought. If it's something we don't want, we can move the thought into something that we do and then attach a new meaning of something that feels better in our body. So the directionality, matter is a mirror of the wave patterns in the body. So the wave patterns that are coming from that heart of what we love, what we want more of. It's also coming from what we don't want more of. And so we don't need to mix signals. We can actually focus on the, I hate to say the positive, but the desire of the heart more than the lack from the mind, the limitation that might come up in experience, and be curious where it wants to take us next. So we can move those patterns out into the body in something that's a little bit higher resonance that gets matched, and we watch matter be rearranged. We watch people come in and out. We watch opportunities come in and out. We watch our energetic flow in what we're creating versus where we might be headed next. And we're listening to that. Good morning, Jody. And so allowing some of those connections to provide the feedback without attaching meaning, just noticing, this isn't the direction I want to go. And then checking in, where do I want to go next? And following the energy. Follow the energy towards, and your intuition, towards more of that feeling state of what you're wanting to create. And spend time each day letting yourself contemplate, what does my business want to be now? How do I want to show up in my life now? How do I want to mom? How do I want to be in relationship with my partner? How do I want to create an environment of peace and ease and excitement? You get to become that expression well before it lands into physical form. And the more we can bring ourselves back into the body and dance that out and celebrate where we've been and celebrate where we're coming, doesn't take a lot of time. But there's always an opportunity to put on some music that helps us feel good, to light a candle that we savor and love the ambiance of. Like, what is it that you love in life that brings you fulfillment? And what would you love to love more to call it into existence? So thank you for being here. I'd love to know how this resonates with you, as always, in the comments below. One of the areas that I'm working towards and really practicing what I preach is in the feeling of this next retreat coming in. And it's been really fun to not hold on and push and force, like, it needs to be this, it needs to be this building, it needs to be now, it needs to be all the things of my habits of the past, and just allow it to unfold. And so the location is beginning, well, has unfolded, the dates have unfolded, and now it's moving that energy into the frequency of who's coming and what do we want to hold in circle. And so I'm really excited about that. Constantly in practice myself with following the energy and really understanding that the cards that are here, the book of life, the contract energies, they're here as guidelines. If we don't pick up on that today, there'll always be another opportunity. I always believe what's meant for us will find us. We don't have to force, we can flow into it. And when we allow ourselves to trust, we build that trust piece by piece. It's really fun and interesting and magical how the next pieces unfold. And even in the last 4 days, I can tell you that things are birthing as opportunity that I had no idea Sunday evening that were going to come into my expression, my being. And yet some of the pieces that have been being interwoven in the background without having to know how they look yet, they're starting to unfold. And so when you can give yourself that spaciousness and that grace and that compassion and the love of you, the love of what you have, the abundance that you have now, what you've created now, and come back to this moment right now, not worried about the future, not worried about the past, you can access this beautiful part of your mind beyond the worry, beyond the overwhelm, into creation, into inspiration, into intuition, and really access more of the senses that are already a part of you. The trust, the belief that we're looking for in the vision, the trust, the fulfillment, the satisfaction is already here. We get to be better at understanding our patterns, understanding the mind and the body and our energetic connection, and really learning how to apply that in our life on a daily basis. That is what I love helping people through. I help them discover their purpose and fully live it no matter what that is. I'm not going to tell you what your purpose is, but we have tools to really land you into a deeper understanding of yourself and a clear direction and blueprint for where you want to go. So please connect with me and reach out. And if you would love to be first to know about the upcoming retreat, it will be in Mount Shasta. I can tell you it will be in May. And I can tell you that it's going to be a beautiful experience. I'm going to post a link and invite you to just click on the link and sign up on the wait list. Those who are on the wait list will have the first access to the information and be able to claim their space first. So with that, I bless you, of course. I send you blessings and the invitation to pay attention today. How is the universe responding? How is matter being rearranged around you to show you where you can love, trust, and believe in you just a little bit more and lean into the fulfillment of what's already been created so you can get a clear direction on what you want more of in that space. So have a beautiful Thursday. I will see you again on Monday, and I wish you well. Bye for now.